Hour. It's all happening one day after the NFL reached a proposed multi-million-dollar settlement with its players' union over concussion-related brain injuries.
Well, we love this time of year. Parents know there are safety risks related to the game. The CDC says at least 100,000 high school athletes will have concussions this season. Local 15's Madupe Idowu joins us live now in our newsroom.
And Madupe, we know the priority for our coaches is keeping our high school football players as safe as they can.
Yeah, it is, Greg. You know, down south, we all love our football, but nearly 80% of concussions happen during the games we love. Based on a new study, the AHSAA has suggested football teams participate in less live hitting drills at practice in hopes of lowering the number of head injuries. So I sat down with head coach David at the Davidson High School, Coach Riley, and he says safety is all about good technique. Football season has officially kicked off, which means hit hard.
It is a violent game, and it is a tough game. Boston
University research shows the average high school lineman receives 1,000 to 1,500 blows to the head per season.
Twice when I played, I got my bell rung, as they called it back in that day.
Davidson High School head football coach Fred Riley has coached on the gridiron for 30 years, and he's no stranger to concussions.
You know, we've only had in 10 years here 3 concussions. And none of them were from helmet-to-helmet contact. They were helmet to ground or helmet to knee.
That number is relatively small. Research shows football players have a 75% chance of getting a concussion. Coach Riley says when it comes to head injuries, the ground is the worst enemy.
Right. If a kid comes off the field during a game and has concussion-like symptoms, they cannot re-enter that game that night, period. They are out until they've been cleared by a doctor.
Nearly 80% of head injuries occur during games, but a recent study shows players are less likely to suffer concussions during games if they participate in fewer live hitting practices. The AHSAA recently recommended football teams keep live practices less than 90 minutes to combat injuries, something Riley says they've already implemented at Davidson.
Only time we go to the ground is during games. I mean, you've got to get your kids to the games healthy.
A major concern is the number of players who don't report or ignore the symptoms to stay in the game. Dizziness, headaches, and sleep problems are all signs of concussion. It's important to get to the doctor right away. For those parents and players, if you're interested in more information on concussions, I'll have that for you online. Just click on the Find It section. Greg, Kim?
All right, Madu.